What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the TCG Empire YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Trash Deck Thursday. If you're new here, you're not sure what it is, it's where we take the deck of the week and kind of pair it against something that it should have a rough matchup against. This week we did take a look at Ian Rob's second place NAIC list of Arcdura with Umbreon. So to kind of counter that, we're going to be playing Regidrago VSTAR. It's a deck I haven't covered yet, and it does have a unique attack where, you can choose any attack of Dragon-type Pokemon in your discard pile and use it as the attack, and it actually does really well, especially with Hisui and Gudra. You can copy Rolling Iron, which means you take 80 less damage, and since there's nothing that can one-shot for big damage within Arcdura Umbreon, Rolling Iron really puts on a lot of pressure, as it means that their highest attack is for 220. So you're really making that go down to 140 damage, which means that they're, two-shotting, your Regidrago, but they can't move damage counters around, so the damage has to stay. So Alakazam isn't as useful for them. And then we do have other cool things like Giratina V-Star, where we can copy Lost Impact, be able to hit 280 damage. If there's ever a scenario where you get 10 in the Lost Zone, you don't play Colress, you don't play Vacuum. But if some way somehow you get 10 in there, you can even copy Star Requiem if you want to use that as your V-Star. But we are playing the Arceus in here. Trinity Nova, 200 damage. You can search for 3 basic energy, attach them, shuffle to your Pokemon. So overall, it's really good. I'll throw the list up right here, and the list will also be in the description so that you guys can copy it. It's a really fun deck. I'm not sure how highly competitive it is. It did win in the seniors division at NAIC, but the seniors versus masters division is a bit different. So if you are going to try this, though, I think it would be fun, but definitely understand that there can be a lot of bricky hands. So as always, thank you guys for watching today's video. If you do enjoy it, smash the like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in tomorrow's episode of Final Standings Friday. Alright guys, so here we are playing Trash Deck Thursday. I want to see exactly what we can do with this Regidrago deck. So we started Regidrago. This hand isn't looking too good, but we could possibly get better. We'll just have to see exactly how we top deck and how the rest of things go. So we drew Boss. Yeah, I think we're going to have to Nest Ball, and honestly, we'll just grab an Arc. And then I guess we'll just attach. I mean, because worst case scenario, we can use Celestial Roar. So and we can even use the Regidrago V-Star's ability. Hopefully hit something like Escape Rope, things like that. And then we can actually try and Trinity Charge, so shouldn't be too bad. So there's the Adventurous Discovery. He's going to be able to look for 3 V Pokemon. Let's see what he can grab. So we have to discard the top 7 and go from there. Thankfully, we have the Palpad, so if we do hit supporters, we can put them back. But as far as the rest of the turn, I'm not 100% sure. We need to try and hit like Escape Rope DTE, something like that. Okay, so there's the DTE. So if we can hit Escape Rope, we'll be in a super solid spot. So we'll use Legacy Star. So we do get Escape Rope, which is perfect. So we'll grab Escape Rope. And then we can grab I feel like Iona might be beneficial. But so will the Nest Ball, but we kind of need a supporter for next turn, and we can shuffle the other 2 back in. So yeah, that's fine. So we'll go Escape Rope. Just gonna have to promote something. So yeah, we'll bring up the Arc. We'll go here. We'll Palpad back in. We'll go Avery Raihan. And then just so we can see a couple more cards, we'll play the Iono right now. Okay, so not the best cards, not the worst, but definitely okay. I guess. And Regidrago needs 2 grass and a fire. So we'll go 2 grass and a fire. So we'll do a grass, a fire, and a grass. Just so that way next turn, if we, find a way to get the arc, we can still start doing some damage. And then next turn, we even have the rolling iron for 200. And then we can start taking less damage, so. Okay, so he uses his escape rope. There's the dark energy. He's gonna be able to Trinity charge. Okay, so we're not in a super bad spot now. And then we can copy rolling iron. We won't be able to get the knockout, but for the aspects of this, it's not too bad. And we don't have any weakness or resistance, so we don't have to take too much damage. And we do actually top deck Ultra Ball, which is fantastic. So I think what we can do is we can Ultra Ball. I think we're safe to get rid of the DTEs now. We can grab the arc. And then from here, we'll go arc. We can't use our VSTAR, but we at least have it in play, so that way it's in a solid spot. And let's detach the grass. We'll use Apex Dragon. And we can use... we could get the KO, but I think right now I'm just going to use Rolling Iron, because we're going to one-shot next turn anyways. And then we could set up some math too. If he comes up with Duraludon or anything like that, we can actually go from there. So should be a decent spot. Okay, so there's the Lumineon. Let's see what he chooses to grab with the Lumineon. He grabs a Research, so he's going to be shuffling away his hand. There's the Radiant Alakazam. We are taking 80 less damage, which is good. So he's going to hit us for 200, though, if he does hit the Arc VSTAR. Sorry, he's going to be hitting us for 120. So he's going to hit for 120. And then I think from there, we can just safely use Apex Dragon again. We can copy Rolling Iron. We even have Sonic Strike too, which means we could KO the Duraludon if we wanted to, and then leave this arc with 200 on it. So, okay, so there's the Duraludon. Okay, so he hits us for 120. So if he hits for... he's going to hit 220 regardless, so... okay, so we got the Regidrago. We got the energy. So I think here we'll just use the Apex Dragon. And we'll just use Rolling Iron. That way we take 80 less damage. And then providing that G-Max Pulverization doesn't go through it. I don't remember the exact ruling, but we shouldn't die if we do have the minus 20 or minus 80. If we do, then obviously we're in an awkward spot. But we do have Switch as well. So we can at least hit this Duraludon for some, basically no damage, but we can still be in a decent spot. Okay, so there's the DTE. There's the energy. Painful Spoons. Okay, so it seems like he is going to be able to KO us. So there's the G-Max for the 220. And now if only we had a way to get Path to the Peak in play, I think we'd be in a solid spot. So we did draw Boss, which is good, because we can actually Boss, KO Lumineon, power up, and then if he doesn't evolve both of these Umbreon, then we have the Snipe for the next turn. So that's actually, that was like the exact top deck that we needed. So we'll boss up Lumineon, and then we'll use Trinity Nova. We'll take 2 prizes, and then, oh, we don't have any more grass energy, do we? Okay, our Raihan's still in the deck, thankfully. But we don't have the energy to, let's see, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all of our grass energy's gone. Super Rod is in the deck still, so okay, so we'll just attach the fire energy. And we can at least take 2 prizes. Okay, so we get research and Spiritomb. So the research does let us get some things going. But as far as not having access to this grass energy, it's going to be super awkward. The only way would be if we hit like Super Rod Supporter right here. Okay, so we hit Research Nest Ball. That's not too bad. He's not going to be able to one-shot us, so we can at least thin the deck a couple of cards. Okay, so there's an Umbreon. There's the Dark Signals. So we are in a little bit of an awkward spot, but we'll figure it out. So we'll Nest Ball. I think what we'll Nest Ball out is we'll grab the Ralts just so we have some more digging the following turn. Then we'll play the Research. Let's see. What do we want to do? I think we'll Nest Ball again. We really need to just thin the deck as much as possible. And he only has 1 card in hand. So I think what we'll do is we'll grab Arc. And then he's going to be able to KO next turn, which is the annoying thing, unless we use Regidrago and retreat, because we can't attack right now. Let's see. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to attach to Arc. We're going to have to retreat. That way he can't take any prizes. He can at least hit us for 220, but next turn, hopefully we can hit the Super Rod and then actually accelerate some energy. Because he can hit us for 220, and he can move 20, so that'd only be 260, and the list doesn't play Belt. So we should be at least okay right now. We're just going to pass here. And then next turn we have 2 Arceus VSTARs too if we need to try and attack with something. So let's see what he does. There's the Painful Spoons. And then the G-Max Pulverization. So there's the 220. Okay, so we got another Ultra Ball. I think what I need to do is just kind of Ultra Ball and thin everything. So we'll grab the Curlia. Actually we can thin a couple more cards. So we'll grab Giratina. And then we'll Ultra Ball. We'll grab the Curlia. And we can see 4 cards with Iono, but he'll get a new hand. But we can also keep, going back and forth too. And as long as we hit Super Rod, we should be okay. So I feel okay playing the Iono here. Okay, so there's Avery and DTE. So I think what we'll do is we'll use Refinement. Get rid of the double turbo. So we do hit Path. Path is good because we can actually hit this for 150 now. And then that means that next turn we can actually finish the KO off with this Arceus. So, and then he can't use Painful Spoons either. So, okay, so we'll use Trinity Nova. There's the 180. So we still have Raihan left. We don't have any more DTEs, but we have Raihan as well as the Super Rod. We don't have any more boss, so it means we have a boss prized. We have a boss in our hand. So if he retreats, we can boss, and as long as we hit a way to get the energy, we should be okay. There's the G-Max Pulverization. Okay, so we don't have to play boss. But what we need to hope we can find is... Let's see. Okay, so there's Iono. Iono's not really going to do anything for us, so we need to refinement. I guess we'll just get rid of... I guess we'll get rid of boss, honestly, because we need to just thin as much as we can. And then from this, we're gonna have to bench the Squawk. We're gonna have to Iono, see what we get. And we hit double research. That's insane. So we could retreat into the Spiritomb, and then he kills the Spiritomb. But I don't think there's a way that we can win this. We have a fire prized. So we can't Raihan and bring anything back. So we're going to have to retreat, go into Spiritomb, and just kind of see what we can do, honestly. There's the Super Rod as well as the Raihan, both of which we wanted. That's insane. There's the Ultra Ball. He's grabbing the Arceus VSTAR. So there's the 220. So let's see. Is there anything left that we can do? I could grab the V-Star, actually. Let's see. Okay, I have an idea. So we'll go Arceus. And we also got Avery, which is good. So here's what I'm thinking. So we Super Rod, we go Arc, and then we go Grass. Yeah, that's fine, because then I'm getting the grass energies from the Raihan. Or... I think that's the only way I can do that. So we have to go like this. And then what we can do is we can Raihan. We'll attach here. We can grab the V-Star. And as long as we hit an energy, we should be in an okay spot. So we can use refinement. So we don't hit the energy, which is a little bit annoying. So I think from that we just lose. I think we just pass. And then I think we lose. There's the Arc V-Star. There's the Adventure's Discovery. So his last prize has to be the Umbreon. So there's the path. Path to the Peak, unfortunately, isn't going to be doing much for us. I think what we have to do is we'll just use Curlia. We'll draw 2. Still don't draw the grass energies. And we can use Buddy Catch. There's nothing to probably Buddy Catch for. Nope. We can play Path. We'll just use Avery. Draw 3. I don't have any more cards to use. And honestly, from that, I think we'll just give him the satisfaction of KOing the V-Star. There wasn't much that we could do. You know, we had a very terrible start, and we couldn't actually use the Starbirth ability. Instead, we had to use the Regidrago's Legacy Star, and it kind of hurt us in the end. Not to mention whiffing Raihan as well as the Super Rod, trying to get some energy. We played it out as much as we could. If we had hit an energy that turn that, you know, we drew a lot of cards and Super Rodded back in the energy, we could have probably won the following turn. So, yeah. As always, though, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video. If you did enjoy it, smash that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Otherwise, I will catch you guys in tomorrow's episode of Final Standings Friday.